It will jump scare you.
I want Blight
Oh,
up
Blight wants to speak.
personally. Blight. Ooh, we gotta let him up here, right?
Blight, I mean, yeah, let's so AR, shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Blight, come up here. Okay, before I shut up, Blight, before you speak,
No, thank
now
you.
presenting President Blight Farmer on Tip Live in exclusive speech on I don't know what. I'm gonna shut up.
So mostly I asked to have a tip live today, specifically so I could talk about the cab and you know, there's been a lot of things about it. We had that meeting yesterday after everything kind of blew up, and I felt like that kind of calmed things down. So I felt like after, you know what, when my own partner's booing me to get off the stage, I might just kill myself. I might just blow my brains out. But no. Back to legitimately talking here, though. Um,
I think my voice is still in the recording.
what was I on saying? Oh yeah. So I felt like it might be good for us to come up here. I'm gonna talk about what we kind of discussed in the cab, what's gonna be going forward, and where things are looking like now to keep you all a little bit more updated. Um, First thing is first on the discussion involving the cab. Uh, excuse me. We have made a lot of progress on what it's going to look like. Admittedly, like I said earlier, we have not had a lot of time to actually meet with each other and do a whole lot of things. And this will be all publicly posted at the end of the speech here. This is all going to go up into the main thing. I'll at everyone with it. But I want to talk about it here with everyone first. Can I share my screen here? Yes, I can. Question mark. Hold on. Google is loading, so let's see if it'll let me. Perfect. Can you all see this? Excellent. So we're gonna go through this first page here. The second page contains some other stuff in the first pages further down. It's not actually a 9-page document. The rest of it is just the UWP Constitution. As I've stated before, the UWP Constitution. Am I tired? Yes. Um, I'm gonna keep. I have chat open on the side, by the way. But the UWP Constitution basically acted as the base, so that's why that's there, and a lot of this is based off that with some significant, not light changes. First thing, we're enforcing CET Central European Time as our time zone. Furthermore, use of Unix time codes is going to be required for a lot of government practices and whatnot, just so it makes it easier for conversion. There's less confusion, etc., etc. Um, Continuing on to that, we're going to go through terms and elections here. A term is going to last 1 month. And it's not going to be like a 30-day, a 31-day. It's going to last the month. And on the first of the month is going to be the handover. So 12 a.m. on the first of the month is when power is going to be handed over. The election will take place 5 days before that. So we're going to use a 30-day month, such as the next month, or not next month, sorry, I guess the first one will be April. But just apply the same logic to March and February of the days that go with it. But 30 days just makes the math a little bit easier. I mean, it's subtraction and whatnot, but it sounds nicer. So 30-day month, right? 5 days before that would be the 25th, which is when the elections would take place, right? And that means after that, we have a 5-day transition of power and a time for the new president to income, select their cabinet, which we'll go into later, the old Senate to outgo, and kind of anything that needs to be done within those last 5 days can get done. 5 days before that, all submissions for running need to be done. So this is going to be Senate, presidential, etc., etc. All need to be done within those 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes. Woo, 5 days. Sorry. Whoopsie. Um. Yeah. For Senate, it's going to be an STV system for up to 10 people, or for 10 people. As we already discussed, that's process is going to say the same here as the did for this current Senate election. A ballot by the public can be made so this one specifically relates to the fact that there is going to be a method of somewhat direct democracy, which if a petition is made and it is signed by 7 people, it will go to a vote within a week. If the vote passes, it is instituted into a law. And of course, that is not a law that like the Senate can't touch or anything like that, but it goes into effect as a law. As for that, we've decided to get rid of the Chancellor of the Senate role, which is basically what next election is the 26th of January. No. So, slowing down here. Let's clarify this. That would be the way it's going if that's the case, but the election for February is not going to be going. This previous election was counted as the February election. We're going to get into that later. At least that's why I believe the understanding was in the cab. I'm sorry if we didn't make that clear, but there's just not enough time. So this counts for up to February, because also February is a short month. So it all kind of logistically works out anyways. Plus the first government needs a little bit more time to get everything in place as we've been seeing. As for Senate, we're getting rid of the chancellor position. It's going to be 5 votes to fail and 6 votes to pass. There'll be no tiebreaker anymore. So you just need a majority. So a 50% plus 1 is what it is. There's no tiebreakers. This goes against the original UWP constitution, but it was agreed upon by the cab, and I'm putting it into place. 3 days to read the bill is what's going to happen. So when a bill is introduced following the introduction of the Constitution, I understand the Senate has a lot of bills they need to put on right now. So the Senate is going to put in those bills, and they're going to vote on those bills right now. But once the Constitution is in place, things are going to slow down a little bit more. Then once again, it needs the 50% plus 1. They're going to have 1 day to vote after that. A Bill of Rights is to be announced. We're working on it. Of course, it's going to include things like freedom of speech, DM protection, a lot of things that have been very, very prevalent, along with those original 8 articles we put out for what we'd like to see in a Bill of Rights. But we're talking about that tomorrow, and the Bill of Rights will be released tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. For a amendment to the Constitution, it needs a 2/3 majority in the Senate, which would be a 7 out of 10, and a popular referendum with a 2/3 majority in favor of it. So basically, it needs to get a 2/3 majority in the Senate and a 2/3 majority from the population in a vote. This will act the same as the other referendums listed above. It's going to take place over the course of it needs a week, that kind of thing. DM protection BLOPA is mostly from the state. Private, personal, so this wouldn't affect your thing. It's literally just the state cannot request your DMs all the time. They're not subject to it unless it is a subpoena order, if you will. You can't be forced to give your DMs just because. It has to be a court order, effectively, is what it's going to be. At least that's my current understanding. We're still working on it, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but that's my understanding. Next up, rework of the citizen role. So as you may have noticed, we have some organizations in the server. See the Shallots, see that. But we're just going to rework the roles surrounding that. So, Shallots isn't, a citizen. And they have their own roles and own stuff, but it also will, just give the distinction there. This would also kind of be able to help pass laws involving alt accounts. Because like I said, right now I'm not prosecuting these as alt accounts, because they're not functioning like ballot stuffers or anything bad, and it's all known they're alt accounts, and we all kind of agree it's fine. Going on to who is in this doc? Oh, I just realized the links up there. You all could technically just copy this over if you really fucking wanted to. Whatever. I'm gonna make a copy of it then, though. Just and 1 sec. Actually, can I just F11 this? Yeah. Probably should have done that from the start, but I don't think anyone's actually gonna bother to. So hold on, give me 1 second, folks. Just in case someone gets in here and tries to edit the fuck out of it. There is. I know that. Just didn't think about it. Don't worry about it. Anyways, continuing on to what we're saying here. Fucking, where is it? Here it is. Press and executive. President and executive. The press is the president in this case. This is what this is all going to relate to. All current ministries will be upheld. So anything that is currently created as a ministry will be upheld as a ministry. New ones must be proposed by the Senate, President, and confirmed by the Senate. Cabinet positions must be confirmed by the Senate during the transition period that was aforementioned. So that 5-day transition period is when cabinet positions are going to go in, and they must be confirmed by the Senate. The cabinet positions are an extension of the president's powers. So anything that the cabinets can do, the president can do. The president can disavow cabinet positions. Basically, they phrase this a little interesting when we were writing down the bullet points, but basically it's saying, I want you to resign. It is basically telling them to resign. Omnipresent? Yeah, what's up? It's not... Oh, hi, Omnipresent. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at what Anthony said. Don't worry about it. It's not something you want to hear from your president. Yeah, yeah. The Senate can publicly vote to disavow, so also they can vote to disavow. We're discussing the idea of having cabinet positions be able to be shot down. Not by like when they're there, but like if the president wants one like out, not resigning, like out, we need to have a method for that too, obviously, because they're an extension of the president's power. Presidents elected by RCV. Basically the same way we held our first presidential election, that's going to be continuing. Article 4 of the UWP Constitution will implemented after rephrasing. The ideas will remain. This basically in its entirety here is basically saying this is the terms of impeachment. This is the terms of inactivity for government members. They are being edited slightly. I think we cut it down from 5 days to 4. So slightly a lie there, but I think that's the only edit we've made as of now. But other than that, the ideas are saying, the phrasing isn't. So we're not copy pasting it. We're reworking the phrasing a little bit so it like actually functions more as a little bit more rock solid phrasing, but the ideas behind it are going to stay up. In that regard, finally, let's get on to this. This is specifically made for the supervisor. This is section 4, by the way, so you can read this. This is publicly available on the UWP server and whatnot. This is just Article 4 of the proposed constitution. But about the supervisor, this regards to Toast and the admins as a whole. Basically, they're acting as the police force, if you will. They act at the discretion of the Constitution and to uphold it. Basically, what we're getting at here is they can mute people if need be. They can do whatever they need, but the Senate can overturn it. The legislator can overturn it, or the legislator can overturn it, and then it goes over to the executive branch if someone gets muted or something like that, to then be like, hey, this is kind of, what's the best way to put it? Like, we're going to prosecute this, and then it goes to the judiciary, obviously, who does the prosecution. I'm going to leave it up here for a minute so people can read. In the meantime, I apologize. This is all a little bit of a blur. I'm very tired today. I am super EP, and it's been a long day with work on the server and stuff. So I'm going to open it up to questions at this point from the audience. I know a small portion of people here are part of the cab, but I'm going to just kind of open it up in general here to any questions involving anything that has been discussed, proposed by the cab, and we'll be going in the Constitution. And then after this, yeah, no, honestly, I'm used to them clowning on me. Access has expired on the Cavalier investigation, apparently. Uh-oh. Apparently it's being closed down by Blopa. That, or it's like he's just closing it to the public. We'll see. Zoom in a smidge. Yeah, I can do that. There you go. That's a little bit better. If people want to know the truth, what is your hair care routine? So not great. My Pookie here, Dante. I just doxed their fucking name, but whatever. I don't think it's actually whatever. I think it's literally in your bio, isn't it? Yeah, it's literally in your fucking bio. Yeah, I was about to say they dox themselves, but they can attest it's not great. It needs work. Yeah, yeah. But I have like very long, luxurious hair. It's like past my arms, or not like past my arms, more like past my shoulders. But it's nice. It's got a little split ends. It probably needs to be cut a few inches, but other than that, a face reveal. Dante, do I post the Bonita pictures that you have of me in emo makeup? Do I press reveal the Bonita pictures? Alright. I'll press reveal the Bonita pictures. I need to know if you all think if I look Bonita in this, though. The Justice Minister. No! I'm being subpoenaed! My face of my rights, my constitutional rights. No! Okay, hold on. I'm doing it in this chat, though. I'm not posting it everywhere. I'll post it in here, though. I don't give a fuck too much. You're on my phone for just a second. And then I'm going back to the main stage on my computer. Here it is. Can I spoil the image? I'm gonna spoil it. Alright. You are getting a... There you go. It's staying up for just a second. I'm not keeping it up for too long. No, don't save it! Oh, man. This is being recorded? Oh, fuck. I'm being... No, not the Bonita. Not the Bonita everywhere. Bro fell for... Fuck, I'm getting blowbud. I'm getting blowbud right now as it speaks. I'm getting blowbud. Oh, God. But, gentlemen, gentlewoman, gentle people of the audience, do I look Bonita? I'm getting rid of it on my side, though. You guys can keep the fucking ones. Link to the gender police. Recommend I do something ethical. I condone the genocide in Israel. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good take. Do a silly dance? Oh, fuck. I could do a silly dance. Literally clipped. No, guys. Me condoning Israeli genocide's clipped, guys. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, God. Everyone's gonna know that I don't think Israel's, should be just bombing poor civilians. Oh, fuck, guys. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is gonna be a PR. No, don't put the fact that I think Israel is committing genocide on YouTube. No, because this is like an opinion no one else has. Oh, fuck, no. Post it on TM. No. I'm done with my thing. I think the questions, okay, back, serious note here for just a second. We'll get back to joking. I'm done. That's all I need to say. I'm gonna post this here in a sec. But I mean, no more questions are here. Anthony, AJ, AR Jester, you guys are good to go back to stage if you want. I'll stay on stage if you guys want. If you guys want to ask some questions, or I'll just be part of TIP Live if you want. But it's your show from here on out. So if you want to put me back to the audience, that's fine too.